Hey there, welcome back to Geek and Son. We're gonna go, well, Les is gonna go ahead and weld a little bit. This gap between the door and the fender was a little wide right here. So I personally was gonna let it go, but somebody's a perfectionist, which is good for me actually. No, it'll look better. I know it will. On. No.
Gas is on.
Yep. Where do you want to put it? Right here?
I don't care.
Okay. Let me get my hood.
This welder actually works for mine. This works a lot better than the one you had before. Let that cool for a second. One thing you want to do is you don't want to pull the whip away from your weld after you weld. You want to hold it steady because the argon mixture is still coming out, and so it keeps an environment. And when you pull your whip away, it'll draw air into your weld. And it gives you that porosity with the stuff. But you can see I welded where we ground the original off. Yeah. And this is still a little bit low, so we're not even going to check it until I add more to here. But one to let it cool down. Okay. But the one thing most people do wrong is when they get done welding is they yank their whip away. Yeah. So don't do that. And then if you have too much wire coming out the end, the reason I'm doing this, I'm letting that cool down. If you have too much wire out here, then all your energy goes into the wire and melts it. Yeah. So you want to have a real close distance, but not too close to where it sticks.
Smart.
Okay?
Yeah.
And it's cooled off. Touch it and see if it's hot.
It's still pretty hot.
It's still pretty hot. That cool down for a second. I'll try it with the fender and see if it's gonna actually fit.
You don't believe how many people ask me all the time, is it painted yet? Is it painted yet? I'm like, you must not be watching the channel. Yeah. Watch the channel.
Watch the channel.
We'll let it cool down. I'll go grab the fender and stick it back on.
I think you can feather it out and body work.
Cool. You know, I sold the old crappy fenders, $500. They were garbage. And the dude also paid $1,000 to ship them to Texas. Yeah. You should go. I thought about it, but it's a 22-hour drive. I mean, so I was like, man, I don't want to try it. I didn't have to pay it. He did. He said he wanted me to pay UPS. He he would send me the money. I'm like, I'll take them to UPS. You talk to him. So he did. So they're long gone.
So don't wreck it.
They're pretty valuable to have these. They have original fenders. I actually think it's fine. Some people are sure.
Not me. I don't care.
As long as it looks good.
Well, my stock 55 shift fenders are paper thin in some places. The paint's thicker than the metal in some places.
I was thinking too, if I like it, who the hell cares what anybody else thinks?
Yeah.
I mean, really, I try to make it nice.
Yeah, you go to a car show and there's... Now we're going to try to weld that.
Right.
Alright, I need my ground. I need my stinger.
Okay. Should still be on.
Looks like the back side there could have a little bit more on it right from there, but I don't know if I can get it. Okay, now if the grinder guy doesn't go nuts and grind it all the way, it'll be fine. Just a little bit right there, but I can't get to it. I don't know. Open the door up. Give me a gap. Don't shut it for a second. There's a wire. I think once you get it finished off, it'll look all right. Should we throw the fender on it, make sure we're not screwed up?
So I forgot to show this. Got this one. This one looks pretty good. And then on this side, maybe put it a little bit right there.
You think?
I mean, you can do the detail, man.
I really think that gap and that gap look all right. This gap right through here is just a little bit wonky, and the curve on this is kind of wonky.
Yeah. Actually, I bent this, and then I bent it back up. But it seems to flat.
I think if we just bring this out, it won't.
What's so bad?
I don't know how far up to weld it though. Probably from there down to here, because right there's what I want.
Yeah.
Actually, I like them tighter than that by a lot, but I think we can live with just that area right there.
Okay. Well,
You gotta just get the top. Somebody keeps hitting your car with their grinder. All right, see what it is. I hit the cowling again. It still looks like it needs more welding, but lot of work to go through for somebody.
It's better than it was.
Yeah.
But look at the other side. The other side's like perfect.
Well, perfect. I think it's your door though.
Yeah. Like that side looks really cool. Maybe we don't need to.
I'm within a 1/8 inch.
All right.
I don't think we're going to have to weld it. I don't have any feelings in my hand, so I have partial feelings in my hand. I actually think I can get it without welding. If I can hit it right. I'll probably break that window.
Okay. I gotta say, it's coming along. I can't believe it.
How much more you want?
Well,
Get a look at it from this direction.
yeah, that looks pretty good.
That look all right?
Yeah, once that chrome trim is on. So you're just moving the line basically then?
Yep.
Like banging it over. That's so cool.
I'd live with it. I don't like this gap more than anything.
Well, that was easy.
Sure.
Sure.
I really think that I would like to weld right there all the way down to here and make that gap from at least here to there narrower if I was going to do anything. But you could actually mud that if you want to.
That's what I was gonna do.
All right.
When I make it flat.
But that looks all right, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's not perfect, but it's better.
It's a lot better than it was, I think. I'd live with it. Of course, I'm not as fussy as I was when I was
Yesterday?
Before I wrecked everything.
When you were yesterday?
Before I wrecked everything.
What'd you wreck?
Oh, I've wrecked a lot of stuff. I think that looks pretty close to.
Yeah, and now just that's crazy that just banging it like that could make it that much better. Just change the line. Cool.
Okay. What else?
That's all.
Okay. Nope, the hood and the door.
And I'll do these corners of the doors and this spot right here. And
I'd put a little bit on the inside of this and get this curve right here.
Yep.
And that would take care of some of that gap. Don't look too bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than I got crap on my finger.
well, you can go wash it off. You know where the bathroom is.
Oh, shit. I guess I should have just left that in my area and had somebody just steal it thinking you're going to get away with something.
I've done that in my old store. I would put a computer out on the shelf, and sometimes they would get stolen, and they were just empty boxes. So that's the next thing I'm going to do is these on either door, and the front of the doors and the cowl, at least on this side, and then that should be it. Maybe the roof, but I don't know. I think the roof is fine.
Yeah,
Could be a little flat.
Sprayable filler in there and do it
That's what
that way.
I'm thinking.
Maybe it'll flatten out a little better, but
So I just put some polyester filler on the door gaps. Why would I do that? Because I'm trying to get this flat. Not to build the gaps out of it, but to make it flat. So see. When I sand that down, and then I put a coat of regular filler on there, that'll look good. Same thing, I did a little bit more on the roof. And I did the same thing on this side, a little bit there. Still a little tacky, I don't want to shut this door yet. And the body of the car, completely flat, and that's what I'm looking for. So don't worry, I'm not building the car out of filler. Believe me, at this point, I probably should, but look at it now. You can imagine after I sand that down and put another coat on there, it's gonna look so beautiful. Maybe it did make the gaps a little bit better. I did a trick that I saw, you know, Kevin Tate's. Get a paint stick with 2 razor blades on the end, and this screw kind of guides it through. You roll it down just to get, that's like a perfect gap. So that's going to be beautiful once it's dry. Still a little needs to come out down there, but oh, and I've still got to do the sides of these doors where my friend welded a little bit on there to do it. Oh, and right there. So, you know, as usual, one project turns into 100. But I just wanted to record that in case I decide to put this on the video. But I don't know if I will. Got a new toolbox. It's coming along. My son's been kind of moving things around. We're gonna have this whole row be toolboxes. Get all this, just this junk is just piling up like crazy. So we're gonna get that all straightened out so it's much easier to work, because when you can't find anything, it takes twice as long to do anything. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Goodbye.